Hey guys, welcome back to Angle Bracket. Now today we'll be talking about Arduino. Arduino is an open source developing platform where you can use different type of sensors to practical use. Now today we'll be talking about blinking of an LED. Now let's get started. This is the work area of Arduino. Okay, now we are going to use this. As usual, we have to again first of all define everything. So in case of Arduino, if we are going to use one LED, then we have to define that LED as a variable. We can use a variable name such as LED or so simple L. For example, like you can watch this. As usual, you have to define every single object you use in this Arduino workspace. So if we want to use a LED, like we want to blink an LED with the use of Arduino, so we have to define that LED in the form of code. So like the first variable that we will use to define the LED is int LED, and then we will specify the pin number which it is connected to, like pin number 9. Now we are only dealing with an LED, but if you want to use more LEDs, you can define like int LED 2, and that can be specified to any of the pins starting from 2 to 13. So you can use like pin number 10, a random one, but we are only going to use the single LED, so no problem with the specifications. You can specify anything before void setup. Void setup is the place where you tell the microcontroller that thing which is connected to the pin number 9 is doing, like it is an input device or an output device. Pin mode, that same variable, you give a space and specify it as input or output. In this case, LED can only glow, so it is only going to be an output. So output done. Now in void loop, you put the code that is going to be repeatedly working on the microcontroller. So void loop will access that code. Arduino, you have the facility of using the digital pins or the analog pins, and you can use those analog pins as a digital pins too. Now you have to specify in the void loop that which process you are going to use. So you have to specify that you are going to use that digital mode. Now the code has been written, and we can save this code, and then we can analyze actually for errors. Like for saving, we can use Ctrl S. Now you save it as anything like blinky. Now you can verify it here. You can see that it has compiled well. Now the main difference between a compiler and interpreter, you would be very confused, but a compiler actually checks the whole code line by line at a once, so it takes time to compile the code. But an interpreter, real timely, it checks the code and runs it also. So if there is any problem, then it executes the line which has been verified, then it stops. It is in the case of interpreter. But in compiler, if there is an error, then it directly tells you that there is an error and rectify your code. So therefore, a compiler is a bit slower, but there are different advantages also. We'll be discussing it later. Now with this code, we can actually see. Okay guys, now we are going to upload this code to the Arduino board. You can upload by clicking on that arrow button, or you can click Ctrl U. You can see that it is showing done uploading, so we can actually check it out. We have actually selected pin number 9, so we can put the positive pin on pin number 9, and you can see actually at the end of the digital pins rail there is a ground. You can see that. Now we have to put the 9 number pin with the positive part of the LED, the ground with the ground. Now you can see that the LED is glowing. In this case, we have actually ordered the microcontroller glowing the LED, a constant one. Now we can vary this by using the command delay. Delay is the command that is used that actually tells the microcontroller how much time you are actually going to use that command in milliseconds. Example, delay you can put 300. This is in milliseconds. Okay, so now this code tells that this LED is going to remain high for 300 milliseconds, but we have to write a code so that we can see the difference. Like we can write a code the same LED but low for another 300 milliseconds. Saving it, done saving, and uploading it. You can see the difference that the microcontroller is actually blinking for 300 milliseconds on and off. Now we are actually going to use two LEDs to show you the easiness. Now the same thing is we have to define the second LED. We can define it as LED 2, and it is also an output. So done, and this same code we are going to use it. Okay, done. Now control save. It has been saved. Now we are going to upload it, but at first we have to use that pin because pin number 10 is specified as the positive for LED number 2. So we are going to use that thing. Now we are done with the thing. Now we can upload this code. Now you can see the difference. You can actually see the difference. You can see how compact and how easy is this. Now there are some of the important precautions that you must know. These type of Arduino boards are very electrosensitive. That means these parts should not be touched with fingers and anything that is electrostatic. Okay, so we have to always maintain this type of things. Either your microcontroller can blow up, and these things are the important things. And you can see how easy is these topics. You can do all it is as it is going, and you can use more sensors. You can add more sensors and actuators to get the things done. Very easy thing. I would like to post some more videos. Stay tuned, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and do look for more videos on my channel. Thank you.